The smiddy once again resounds to the ringing of the blacksmith's hammer, while Bunty waits patiently in the yard to be fitted with new shoes. If you're going to make a horseshoe, you need to know how much metal it will take before you begin. Ian Wade, the blacksmith, can calculate this by measuring the sole of the horse's hoof. He adds together the length and width and then gives it another inch for bending. By hitting the middle of the red-hot strip, he begins to shape the shoe using the horn of the anvil. For the next stage, Ian needs the help of a striker or hammerman, in this case his own son, also called Ian. The small, blunt-edged hammer the smith is holding makes a groove in the soft, hot metal of the shoe. This is called fullering. When the shoe is nailed to Bunty's hoof, the nail heads will sit in this groove. Next, the blacksmith makes the nail holes. The shoe must now be reheated before Ian can repeat the process to shape the other half of the horseshoe. The blacksmith working at the forge is known as the fireman, and his mate as the driver. Today the shoes are made of mild steel, but originally a special quality iron known as BHS, best horseshoe, was used. The blacksmiths preferred this as it was softer and easier to shape. When the blacksmith is ready to punch right through the metal, he positions the shoe over one of the holes at the gable end of the anvil. This avoids blunting the pointed end of the horse punch. The rasp gets rid of any sharp edges. A toe clip is then formed, which will help hold the shoe in place when it is nailed to the horse's hoof. Holding the shoe with a carrying punch, Ian is ready to try it on Bunty. Like our fingernails, a horse's hoof is continually growing, on average a quarter inch per month. When an old shoe is removed, the new growth called the horn must be cut away. By burning a mark onto the sole of the hoof, Ian can see any pieces of horn that are still standing proud and trim them using his draw knife. At this time, he cuts a notch for the toe clip. Despite the smoke, this area of the hoof is a non-conductor, and the process is painless. Bunty continues to munch her hay undisturbed. The discarded parings cut from the horse's hooves have always been a treat for local dogs, which is why they often hang around working smiddies. By reheating the shoe in the forge, the smith can make alterations. When he is happy that the shoe is a good fit, it is quenched in water, and the driver nails it in place. The nails must point outward towards the edge of the hoof. Where they protrude, the ends are twisted off using the clawed end of the driving hammer. The driver then rests the hoof on a tripod and knocks down or clinches the ends of the nails. Clinching the nails like this holds the shoe firmly on the horse's hoof. The driver uses a rasp to file down the nail ends and the edge of the hoof. On the front feet, the hooves will be flush with the shoe. On the back, the hoof protrudes by about 1/8 of an inch to prevent injury, just in case the horse overreaches and it hits its front legs. When the blacksmith's work is completed, Bunty's shoes should last for about 6 weeks.